this is Maria Williams. In this video I'm going to show you this card that I made using the Festive Flower Punch and the Friends and Flowers stamp set, all from Stampin' Up. And I'm also going to show you a tip for how to stamp all these different elements from the stamp set at one time, so that when you punch them, you can punch them all at one time. You have to do, for this particular flower, 5 of the large leaves and 5 of the smaller leaves, and then 2 of these middle pieces. So instead of stamping them separately, I'm going to show you how to stamp them all at once. The other elements that I used for the card are the Everyday Chic paper pattern. And I also use this Vellum pack that I absolutely love. It's a new pack from the Occasions catalog. It's called Botanical Gardens. And you have several sheets of various patterns of vellum. And you could color these or just use them as they are, as overlays. So here I've used it under the sentiment. I'm not sure if you can see that in the video. And then I stamped over the top of it with just some StazOn ink so that I would get a really crisp impression. I also used a little bit of Tempting Turquoise for the background with a little bit of water and created a little watercolor effect. And a small strip of Glimmer paper, some sequins, and a heart paper clip that I had from a very long time ago from a paper pumpkin set. The trick to stamping these 3 leaves together is to make yourself a template. As you can see, the template matches the template matches the punch. And what I did is I took 3 sheets of some thick cardstock. You could use the Stampin' Up! Thick white cardstock, or you could use even packaging, but make sure it's not too thick that you're going to ruin your punch. And then you glue all those together, and then all you do is you take the stamps, and you'll feel that they kind of notch into the spaces. You just have to push down a little bit and make sure you put them in the right direction. And like I said, when you place them, you'll kind of feel them pop into place. And I'll show you the other side. This is how they fit in there. So as I said, just position them, and then you just take your block and pick all of them up at the same time. And again, if you want to double check placement, you can always flip it over and put this in there. And as you can see, they're pretty well lined up. So for this particular flower, I use the Saffron cardstock and Daffodil Delight ink. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp this so you can see how well it lines up. And I'm going to take the punch, line it up. And they are all 3 pieces punched at one time. There's a Stampin' Up! Video that shows you how to assemble all the pieces of the flower. Basically, you cut yourself a 1-inch circle that serves as the base, and then you glue all the petals directly onto the circle. And the only other thing I wanted to show you from this card is that this is a regular pearl that I have colored with a Sharpie. And the way I recommend you do that is to keep your pearl on the sheet and then color it while you still have it on the sheet that it came on, and that way you can really get the ink all the way around. Let it dry. What I like to do to pick it up is use my paper piercer. Just kind of get it under there, and it's stuck to my paper piercer, and then I can take it to my project. The other thing I did to make the flower nice and shimmery is I used this Wink of Stella pen that Stampin' Up! Is now carrying. It's a great pen, and all you have to do is take your stamped leaves and just rub the brush tip over the stamped leaf, and as you can see, it's not, the ink isn't running at all. It dries very quickly, and I hope you can see the shimmer. So anyway, I hope I have given you a little bit of inspiration and a quick tip on how to get the flowers done in a flash. So I hope you give them a try. Thank you for watching. For more pictures and information on the products used, please visit my blog at mawilliams.stampinup.net/blog.